let's go for the first one. Chrink, you will have 10 minutes, 5 minutes for questions and answers. Please, totally concentrated with our friend, Zakaria. Please welcome on stage, Zakaria Hatira.
Hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gents, honorable judges. Welcome to Chrink. Just give me a second to set up my stuff, please. And, yep. I got my phone here and the timer. And here we go. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 0. So tell me, did that seem like a long time? It did, probably. But that, ladies and gentlemen, was only 1 single minute. And I'm sure you want to know what happens during that minute on the internet. Here's how it goes. Yep. Not. Sorry. Yep. So, during that minute, there were 38,000 posts on Instagram, more than 500,000 photos shared on Snapchat, 20 million messages on WhatsApp, and more than 150 million emails were sent. And you know, this is too fast. It's even very, very fast. And it's amazing. Now, sharing pieces of our lives has become so easy and fast that it's becoming a lot more incredibly awesome. But I'd like to invite you, dear audience and honorable judges, to just slow down for a second and take the time to come with me on a journey. And you know, journeys, they take time. And so do meaningful, genuine human interactions. Well, we are Chrink. And Chrink, ladies and gents, is a new social network, or if I might say, a new era of social networks. Chrink is here to bring back the magic and the genuinity of postcards. Postcards have had, for the last couple of years, only about 1 million active users. And that's nothing compared to the 2.37 billion active users of social networks. But still, these good old postcards still have their share on the market. They are used, and up until now, by the marketing companies to send and reach their customers. So what we decided to do with Chrink is to bring back that magic and get to all the users all around the world using postcards and connecting them, linking them, giving them the chance and the possibility to reach each other genuinely and get in touch. So here's how Chrink works. Chrink will send you a postcard that has a unique code. And you, dear, as a new user, would have to scan the card, and it has a code or a QR code. So you either enter the code or scan the QR code, which will take you to the platform. That platform has a login and the possibility to create an account. Once you're done creating your account, you will be able to create content. So this card is unique. It's physical. You receive it by mail. But then once you receive it and get to scan the code, you will access a virtual space on the internet that has your profile. So once you get your profile going, what you can do is access a unique virtual space made uniquely for that one card. And on that space, you will be able to share your ideas, insights, and life stories. Chrink, as I told you, is not about instant messaging. It's about messages and stories that take time to cook, stories that are meaningful and have impact on each other. So once you're in there, you have the possibility to share your ideas, whether it is in the format of text, photos, or videos, and then send it to a friend of yours. And that friend of yours, once he receives the card, he does the process again and again. It's that simple. So he scans it, he gets to the platform, creates a profile, enters that unique virtual space, and shares his ideas or insights or anything he wants. And it keeps on going on and on, traveling from one person to another, limitless in time and limitless in space, going from one continent to another, bringing people closer than ever. Here is the profile of a Chinky Winky or a Chink user. You have his bio, you can see his address, and on the map, the cards that he is part of, because one person could have received more than one card and thus have been part of more than one virtual space, also known as social network, unique to the card. So it is not only about receiving and sending cards, because Chrink evolves with your usage and your desires. Once you are a Chinky Winky or a Chinker, you have the possibility to start your own link, and it's very easy to do. First step is you choose your design, where you have basic and themed designs. Here we have opportunity design, which is business oriented, seeds, which is environmental oriented, and social quest, which is obviously social oriented, and you have there will be more, of course. So second is to type your correspondent address, the person you want to send the card to. Third step is to add his phone number for identification and authentication reasons. And then fourth step, easy step, you chink it. And you can chink it fast or slow, as you can see, the rabbit and the turtle. So here is the basic card, and it's free. Anybody can send this card, or one that will be prettier, even though it's awesome, to anybody. And this is a free service. But then once we get to the upgraded postcards that are themed oriented, now we're talking money. And so for now, we just suggested 3 kinds of postcards. You have, as I said, the environmental one that will be coming with actual seeds, real seeds. And it's really awesome because every person that receives the card will take out a seed, plant it, and in a couple of weeks they will have a plant, an actual plant. And this will bring people together, people who care about the environment. The business card is one that brings people who are interested in entrepreneurship together. So say I am a young entrepreneur and I send it to a friend of mine who started his startup, well, he will send it to his business partner and on, and we'll create a very solid business network. So how does it work? As I said, there are free cards. There are cards that are upgraded and themed, so they cost money for users. And then there is a market, an alternative market designed or oriented for designers. And here is the creative part, the big chunk of creativity. The market consists of creating designs by indie designers or designers. They can create a card, upload it on the platform, and users who will want to send a card can buy their design, and eventually it will be a win-win situation where people use a very cool design and designers get cool stuff, which is money. So, of course, we take a little commission out of the postcards that are sold, and that makes money, which is awesome. We all love money. So one other way to get the business going is having companies use the postcard campaigns as a marketing channel. And as I said in the beginning, postcards still have their share in the market, and they have proven to be 3 times more effective than your digital marketing. So if they get back to business through Chrink, we might see another revolution of selling and reaching customers. But here's the magic in all of this. You might have guessed it, but Chrink is based in terms of revenue model on a gamification system. And what we propose is that all transactions of what we talked about, money and all, happen through Chrink points, which are called Chrinkos. So these Chrinkos are actually not points in the website that people can gain through different actions, such as sending postcards. So the more you send postcards, the more Chrinkos you acquire. Creating content, and I'm talking impactful content. If you create an article in one of the links and people like it and they're very interactive with it, you get Chrinkos. If your card or one of the cards you've been part of travels a long distance, then you get points, and you can always buy Chrinkos with real money through PayPal and all. And so these Chrinkos will serve as insight purchases, and we get back to the designers and the themed cards and all the other good stuff that we offer. So marketing and sales-wise, we are about to start a niche market for postcard communities. And we have in this market regular users, artists, and postcard creators. And all of them will have a little space that they did not really have before. That brings, all of them together. Now, I must admit, we do have competition, but it's very different. We in Chrink provide social purpose, postcard community, creative space, and direct mail marketing, whereas other competitors, such as Postcrossing, which are the number one competitor, do not provide some of the main purposes of Chrink, which are creative space for designers.
Few seconds to conclude.
Yeah. So here's our roadmap. Now the website is in development. By July 2017, we'll be in the pre-launch, and we'll be calling to action people who would like to be first Chrinkers, and by September 2017, we'll be down to the business. We are seeking $100,000 as seed fund, which will be enough for us to start and keep on going until the break-even. And here is the management team. Myself, Zakaria Hatira, Marouane Chetneya, and Ayman Warghi, who has...
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Q&A start. 5 minutes to go. Thank you.
Yes. May I ask for a little favor? I'd like to call Marouane Chetneya on the stage, if it's possible, to respond with, because both of us worked on this, and I think it's only fair that we share this moment. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marouane. I'm the co-founder of Zakaria on Chrink.
Okay, 5 minutes starting, actually. First question.
So, can you tell us what's the volume of sales you plan in the 3 first years?
Okay, so let's get to the projections. So for the first year, do you want it in details or? Okay, so for the first year, once we get started, we'll have, in terms of sales, not much, let's say. Numbers will be around, let's say, $60,000 in terms of sales. And can you?
So the plan is well, the break-even will happen by the 3rd year. And this is the worst-case scenario. The sales will, we will arrive at $600,000 in sales by the 4th year. And it's a growing business because social communities and social networks, they keep growing, but the costs for maintaining them, actually, they're not that big. Because it is, the content is created by the people in the community, by the people in the social network, and us, we just manage the distribution of postcards. That's it.
two questions. The first one is most social media actually runs a profit not through commissions but through selling their users' data by creating advertising revenue. How do you intend to deal with the data of your users? And the second question is just in terms of the logistics. You're going to be printing those Chinko cards, sending them around the world, but are they printed here? So you have a customer in China who wants to send cards to the United States. How does it work? Do you print them here in Tunisia? Do you print them in the States?
Okay, to answer your first question, the data we collect is going to be used for for marketing campaigns of companies. Companies that need to market for someone in the USA, they can call to us. Advertisement on the website, we're not gonna do that. It's just gonna be about postcards and direct mail marketing.
But are you going to sell your users' data?
Not entirely, no. It's not in the plan. That's it. We're gonna keep it private, and it's not gonna have advertisement on the website. The revenue is gonna come from the postcards that are gonna be made by the community and the direct mail marketing, and only for users that accept to receive that kind of mail.
Well, actually, and to be honest, the plan is to make it that the users can choose not to have their information sold. But if they do not choose to, we might sell them. But it's not, you know, it's not, we're not necessarily planning on selling data and unless the users express their disagreement with that, we won't do it.
I know the data market is big. It's for this. It's global, and everyone are gonna have their addresses, their phone numbers, and everything on the website. But the main purpose is not selling their data. It's gonna be private, by their choice, of course. And the second thing for printing, we send postcards to people who are gonna send it to other people. And it keeps going. It starts a link, it starts a chain between people, and it's gonna tell a story. After that, if someone in China asks us to send a postcard to someone in the USA, we print it here, and then we send it to the USA.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, judges. 5 minutes, time's up. Okay? Big applause for them. Thank you so much.